Hello YouTube, so today I'm going to be going over the ban list, and I've seen 3 of the cards, but I haven't seen any others, and so yeah, let's just dive right in, I guess. So, ooh, whoa, that was quick. Okay, so first of all, Black Dragon has been limited. Oh my gosh, that's really good. So that's not terrible, actually. That's pretty good, because now they can't do a lot of stuff. They won't have as many recovery plays, basically. Next of all, Jet Synchron. Oh my gosh, that's really good too. Oh man, that's awesome. Nice. So 2 really pretty big cards. Oh my gosh, there's another one. Holy cow! This is gonna be like the January ban list? Okay. O-Lion too. Well, okay. O-Lion was a one of in the deck, so um, so I guess Black Dragon in some decks was one of as well, but even still, um, yeah. Seeing nothing else in the spells and traps, so nothing else has gotten limited. It's kind of weird because normally they have the banned stuff first and then the limited, and then the semi-limited. But moving on. Okay. No, I did Kazuki. Oh my gosh, it's double iris. That's amazing. Oh my gosh. Yes. I mean, it could have gone to 3. Realistically, it could have gone to 3, but that's still, like, amazing. Like, we're getting progress um, on the pendulum stuff, but yeah, so that's really good. Oh my gosh. We'll have to do an updated pendulum deck. Yes. Oh, oh shoot. Okay, this one I actually did know was limited, but like that's really weird. Why would they do that? Like, okay, I'll talk about that in a second. Okay, Called by the Grave. Um, it's limited. Why would they like that? That's actually like a combo stopper. That's one of the cards that you want to have 2 stop combos. Okay, that's really weird. Harpia's Feather Dust is um, limited now. Okay, that's pretty cool. Um, yeah, with um, Lightning Storm, they were gonna have to take it off the ban list at some point in time. And so, see, whoa, Sears semi-limited now. Oh my gosh, that's so amazing. Malicious is still semi-limited. Graph semi-limited. ABC is back to 2. And it's totally awesome. Oh my gosh, these were some of the cards that like were hurt by the ban list. That's amazing. Oh my gosh. Okay. Holy cow. Morocco. Okay. This is a lot to take in. I don't know what this card is. I know I've heard it before, but I think I think that was the one where you could activate traps from the hand. Tour guides at 3. That's really good. Grist Kraken is, according to my friends, hand loops for days. Pantheism is really good. Oh my gosh, Pantheism. Pantheism. Widow Anchor is at 3. Widow Anchor. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, that's an odd choice. I guess they kind of want to bring Striker back into the meta if it's like gonna be this, just stagnant, I guess, if they're gonna want to bring in another deck in the format just to, even things out. But yeah, that is the um, ban list. Yeah, so in a minute, I will talk about what this means, I guess. Hello, so today I'm going to kind of go over the implications of the ban list, and I'm also going to apologize. So the last clip I showed you, I said that some of the cards were limited because I was getting excited and looking at the traditional format instead of the actual forbidden part of the list. So yeah, so the cards aren't limited. So that goes for Jet Synchron and O-Line. So, but other than that, getting into the implications, I guess. Um, First of all, Block Dragon. Block Dragon is a very important card of the Adamantivator deck because it allows you to have really just even though it's you can go into like Dingirsu, you can go into like you can just go into like so many different things with Block Dragon. It's such a good card. And not only that, but it also floats into more rock monsters, so you have even more follow-up plays on your next turn, so you can go into like IP Masquerena and Block Dragon, add cards from your deck to your hand, while at the same time going into like a Nightmare Unicorn and discarding, say, like a card. Block Dragon just allows shenanigans that really just shouldn't exist. So that's gonna be it's really good that they ended up hitting it. Second of all, though, Jet Synchron. So this is a good. It's good that they hit this card. It's very good that they um, hit it. Either that or needle fiber, and I think a lot of people would prefer needle fiber, and that I agree with. I think needle fiber really is the problem card. It's kind of like how they got around firewall for a while. They didn't really ban it; they just banned the cards around it, and that was a realistically it was gonna need to be the card that got banned because, while yes, the other cards were powerful, it really kind of even without the FTK, it's still powerful, and you can still apply that to like needle fiber. So at some point in time, they're going to have to ban it, or Auroradon, or Lundcross, or just something. They didn't hit it on this Forbidden and Limited list, which was sad, but it is a new product, so we can't expect them to be willing to do that quite so soon. Next of all was O-Line, and O-Line was also a hit. So it was a good hit insofar as if they're not, for like the meantime, and for the mean time, while they're not going to hit needle fiber and they're not going to hit Lindcross or Auroradon, it was a good card to hit because it did allow some of the other shenanigans they could do. So it was kind of, while they're still trying to not hit needle fiber, it was a good cost hit, I guess. So next off, Double Iris. Double Iris is a good card, but really, you're probably going to want to put it at 0 or 3, just because it's already so on the deck. You have Pendulum Call, Performing Call, Celestial Magician, you have that that card that searches Pendulum Call. You have Odd Eyes, which can pop itself to search Double Iris. There's so many ways in the Pendulum deck that you can add Double Iris or do something like that. And it does, if it's not at 3, it does allow for less consistency. But it could have been, I think it probably would have been okay at 3. Having said that, Pendulum is still kind of like a rogue deck, so it would, if Konami is really trying to like not have Pendulum be a good deck, then it was probably a bad idea to put it on the limited list. Having said that, myself being a Pendulum player, I am very happy that it came off. Other cards was Rusty Bardiche. Bardiche really should not have come off the list. it makes sense because it was, for sales, and that makes sense. But like being able to consistently set two negations in one turn, like or like it's not even that it's just in one turn. It's not like you can consistently do it, and it doesn't really require many materials, and like it's so generic that it's just really not a great card to have allowed to keep going, I guess. Next off, Called by the Grave. So some people think that this was to push sales, and if it was, okay, then like that makes sense. But if it's also to kind of stop combo decks, then that makes sense too, because combo decks we've seen in this we keep seeing in like this format in the last few formats that they keep coming. They're continually becoming more harder to stop and harder to beat and all of that. So it was probably, even if it was for a marketing decision, it probably was a good idea to put it at 1. After that, Feather Duster. Feather Duster was probably good as well to put it at 1, because it just, well, destroying all of your opponent's back row is pretty devastating. We already had Lightning Storm, and yeah, Lightning Storm's just generically pretty much better than it, so unless you're playing in like RPs, Feather Duster's most definitely better. Lastly, we have, or second to lastly, we have semi-limits. We had Seer and Graph, and it was nice that they put them at 2. They could have put them at 3, but it was nice. At least it was nice to see them a little more. ABC, Buster, and Toad, they're fine. They weren't really doing anything before, and personally I think it's completely fine if they came to 2. It would have been completely fine had they come back to 3. I don't think that they're going to do anything in the meta. Even if they would, they're rogue at best, and it would be nice to at least see some kind of versatility. Makira the Destructor, I don't believe we have the OCG effect for like right now, if I remember correctly, but I think that they're probably within the next like 3 days they're probably going to put Makira the Destructor into the OCG text, just so that we're not having like traps that just shouldn't be allowed to run wild. Tour Guide to 3. That's completely fine. The only real thing that I can think of that would make it not good for Tour Guide to come to 3 would be the Preplant Verte Anaconda Dragoon list, where the sole purpose is to bring out Dragoon so that you can go into Red Eyes, or to bring out Verte so you can go into Red Eyes. And even then, like that, it's not really the problem card, because there's so many cards that can just consistently give you two special summons on the board that like it really comes down to Plant Verte Anaconda being too powerful, as well as Dragoon being too powerful. Both are formidable in their own respects. Being able to just send any fusion spell is very powerful, as well as just being able to have 2 pops and negate, not being like unaffected by monster effects like that. After that, Gust Kraken. So one of my friends told me about it. So apparently it has some crazy combo with the hand loop or something like that. Honestly, I don't think it would be that bad. coming back to 3 because it's a ritual monster. Like, yeah, it's pretty searchable, but like, and it could probably lose to some hand traps as well. Like, it's okay, but I don't see it being like overwhelmingly powerful. Um, and like if you're going up against like Eldritch or something like that, or like Adamant Spader, they're already gonna have like 50 negates on the board, so it's not really gonna matter if they're going up against those decks. Pantheism coming off, that's completely fine. Pantheism, it should have been off the ban list for a long time ago. Lastly, Widow Anchor. Widow Anchor is a weird one. Because Engage is on the ban list. I think it's okay that it's at 3, but at the same time, Widow Anchors, like, when Sky Striker didn't have Widow Anchor at 3, it was still doing pretty well. Like, it still won that champion, or not championship, it still won that series, or whatever it was, series of duels. So it makes me kind of nervous, but I think it should be okay for now. That's just my thoughts on the yeah. I will see you guys in the next video. And also, one more thing. I'm sorry about the upload schedule. I've been catching up with school, some other things have been happening, and I just can't. Haven't been able to do it as consistently. I'm gonna try to upload something every Friday though. It just happened, I was gonna release a deck profile today, but Banlist came out, so this is probably gonna be what comes up. So yeah, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.